Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright. One thing that I've always enjoyed doing was wrestling show reviews. Unfortunately, since Mania, I haven't got a chance to do a lot. Because I typically watch some of these shows days and days later. I don't get to watch everything live. But I was able to watch SummerSlam from last night. I was able to finish it this morning. And along with Game Changer, The People versus GCW. So I figured I would go ahead and knock some reviews out here of these two shows. So first thing we got here is WWE SummerSlam from Nashville, Tennessee, Nissan Stadium. Big weekend in Nashville. We have Ric Flair's last match put on by Jim Crockett Promotions tonight. We had GCW on Friday night. We had New Japan Mayhem yesterday. We got StarCast. So yeah, it was kind of a big weekend in Nashville this weekend. Too bad I couldn't have gone to everything. We're going to run down the SummerSlam card. If you've seen anything on social media the last couple of days, holy hell, what a crazy, just insane main event that was. I'm actually going to start with the main event because that was just some crazy fuckery going on there. As I threw in the text chat we have with the click, I was like, instead of saying train wreck, I said it was a tractor wreck. Yeah, we all know the tractor. So yeah, we're gonna start the main event. WWE title / Universal Championship, the Universal Undisputed Championship. Both titles do still have their own lineage. So I don't know if Tripp's point is to eventually break them apart or combine them, where the plan is here. But we know that Roman Reigns has had the Universal title for something stupid 700 days now. As of today, was 700 days. So yeah, he's like the fourth longest title run in the history of WWE, only behind Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, and Bob Backlund. I think it was who the names are above him. He's had the WWE title, which he took from Brock at one of the Saudi shows there. Or the Brock won at Saudi and Roman won it at Mania. Sorry, my bad. He's had that 119 days. The Triple H version of WWE, we've always wanted him head of creative. Well, so, I mean, this show, you could see this show was good. It was good. I mean, the overall show feels good. It felt like a Mania to me. I don't know if it's because it was outside, but you had that first match that was under, sun's out. It had a real WrestleMania feel. It felt like a WrestleMania. Which was I can't think of all the numbers. 33, I think it was. That was in Miami. Let's see. I went to 30. I went to 34. 32 is the one where Seth cashed in, because the Seth and Randy match was in the daylight. Had that kind of feel to me, so I was kind of looking forward to it. So this main event, last man standing, WWE champion, Universal champion Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. The last time supposedly these two will ever fight. You knew it was going to be just chaotic as hell. The fact that Brock starts coming to the ring and goes back and gets in this tractor, drives this tractor down, which would explain why the come down to the ring, why it was so wide enough for the tractor to get through there, because that made sense. And then somebody pointed this out on social that the video boards weren't on the ring. And this is an early picture of the set. I'm just thinking, that's kind of weird. They didn't do that. And well, they're probably going to destroy the ring. I'm like, what? Why would the fuck you destroy a ring? Oh, hell yeah, they destroyed a fucking ring. Yeah, so Brock brings his tractor down, parks it, standing on top of it, does a freaking loop plus thrust right when the bell rings. I'm like, oh hell, this is going to be craziness. I'm not going to run down everything exactly the order it happened, but the tractor came into play. Brock put Roman in the tractor scoop in the bucket and then dumped it on the ring. I thought he was going to lower it down and set it on, to be honest with you. I thought that was coming. That didn't happen. He used the bucket to destroy the ring. The ring was like sitting like this. It's like, holy shit, this is nuts. Just all the they got to 9 count and the guy gets up. One for both Roman and Brock. Brock hit F5s and Suplex City, and you had at one point Paul Heyman begging Brock to leave Roman alone. Here, take the title. Just don't hurt my tribal chief anymore. It's like, oh my god. The Usos come out, which we all knew was going to happen eventually. And it's like the ring's up like this, and the tractor under it. All the stuff around the ring's kind of tore up. The announce table, Heyman went through the announce table. And then a Theory happens. Theory appears. It's like, holy shit. Both guys are down. Right when Theory's getting ready to hand a briefcase to the ref, Brock freaking speared him or something. It's like, oh shit. So Theory didn't technically cash in. So it's like, holy hell, this is just the biggest cluster craziness of, false finishes when it comes to 10 counts I've never seen Brock and Roman both get hit so many times with so many different objects and not get up. So the carnage we had. So Paul Heyman goes to the announce table. We had 2 or 3 tables get exploded, people going through them on one side of the ring. We had Brock picking up pieces of table and hitting Roman. Through all this plunder going on, there was no blood. Did anyone notice that? There was no blood. On my other screen, at the same time this morning, I'm watching GCW, the People versus GCW, main event, GCW title, Jon Moxley versus Blake Christian. There was blood. They were using glass, but hey, that's beside the point. But it's like, that had no stipulation on it, and there's blood. This is the last man standing, and I don't recall seeing blood. Yeah, it was fascinating to see what they did with this match and how just craziness, shit I've never seen in a wrestling, can't say ring, because the ring was like this. They weren't using the ring, because when Brock went out of the ring with the dump, with the tractor, and took the dump and picked it up, Roman rolled out of the ring. He dumped Roman on at one point. It's like, holy crap, stairs and everything. It's just wild. If you haven't seen it, you got to. It's worth signing for Peacock for $9.99 a month and getting it. If you don't mind commercials, I think it's $5.99 a month. But I've seen a lot of star ratings on this. I've seen anywhere from 4 and 3 to 4 and a quarter, 4 and 3. Talking to some buddies, the Paul's family, they were about 4.5, 4 and a quarter. I initially said 4. The more I think about it, I'm going 4 and a quarter with it. It was something you've never seen before in WWE, and sometimes you need that. You need the I've never seen this before. I'll never see this again. If you ever look back on moments of SummerSlam, this is going to be one of those. Oh my God, do you remember this match? So let's go back to the beginning here. We had Raw Women's title, Becky Lynch versus champion Bianca Belair. Becky kind of beside herself that she hasn't got the title back all this time, that she lost the title to start out with. She lost it to Bianca at Mania. Bex is one of the best in there, but I tell you what, Bianca Belair is becoming the best in the business. I'm telling you, when it comes to women's wrestling, Bianca Belair has the agility, she has the power, she has the charisma, she has it all. She would be what you call a 5-tool player. Actually liking her better than Becky right now. This gimmick that Becky's got going on, I don't know if I care for it. But yeah, this match was a bar burner. This is just like their Mania match. I gave 4 stars to. I gave 4 stars to this one as well. Then that is something new for me to be giving 4 stars to women's matches. But when they're this good, and you have 2 athletes in the ring, such as the Bianca Belair and the Becky Lynch, the power moves that Bianca can do and the agility she has, bar none, this was an amazing match. Start to show off with a 4-star match like this was just awesomeness. Then we had the faction. We had Bayley return. Bayley comes out. Okay, that's pretty cool. I had actually shared something on social. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's at Rob Sports Show. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay, since Since Bayley last wrestled for a crowd, so you know she was there during the pandemic and stuff, but before a crowd, WWE ran a WrestleMania in empty gym. AEW crushed NXT. Triple H was demoted because AEW crushed NXT. CM Punk returned. CM Punk won the world title. Cody Rhodes left AEW for WWE. Steve Austin main evented at WrestleMania. Vince left WWE. Triple H took over creative. That has all happened since Bayley wrestled in front of a crowd. So Bayley comes out in the crowd, huge pop for her. She brought some friends with her. Io Shirai. Why not leave her fucking name the same? Come on, I hate when they run them on NXT and then move them up and change their fucking name. That better been a Vince thing and not a Trip thing, because that's bullshit. Her name's Io Shirai. Whatever. Io Sky, or whatever the fuck they were calling her. Io Shirai. And then the returning Dakota Kai? Oh shit. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Even Corey Graves is like, she's not even under contract. So yeah, we had Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai come out. Get in the ring with Bianca. I'm like, okay, it's, they've always talked about doing a 4-horsewoman faction. Could this be it? Who's the next person coming out? Seth Blanchard coming out, somebody like that. So they go into the ring to confront Bianca Belair. Becky comes in and stands beside Bianca. So just like anybody else, I'm sitting there going, oh shit, Becky's turning on Bianca. Becky's going with Bayley. No. Baylor's little faction of girls got out of the ring and they walked away. So I don't know if there's going to be a fourth, if it's just going to be the trio. Which having the tag teams, the titles and women's title, I could see Bayley winning the women's title and then Shirai and Sky, whatever her name is, and Dakota Kai being women's tag team champions. But I'm like, it's going to be real interesting to see where this goes going forward. But Bianca retaining her Raw women's title in a 4-star match. Next, it's actually a really enjoyable match for me. The Miz versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul showed at Mania that he can actually wrestle. And him and Pat McAfee. I mean, these are two of the guys they brought in, kind of the, non-wrestlers they brought in. But they actually can go. Fuck. Well, Logan Paul's a natural, it seems like. This is a hell of a match between these two. Of course, you had Ciampa out there with Miz. You had Maurice out there getting involved, and you had the referee kicking Ciampa out. Ciampa gets a chair and sits there, said, "I'm not leaving." It's like, holy shit. You had freaking Logan Paul hit a skull-crushing finale on The Miz to get the victory. It's like, oh, hell. Every time Logan Paul would go and do something on the ropes, it's like, this dude's almost a fucking natural at this. So, yeah, I was really entertained by this. So, we had that barn burner of a women's match. Now we had this match. So far, this card was really fucking good. 3.5 is what I gave this. Next up, with the U.S. title, we had Theory versus champion Bobby Lashley. Squash match like we kind of thought it would be. I know Theory's been talking all along how he's going to win the U.S. title and cash in and all this. And so he didn't win the U.S. title. I mean, again, it was a squash match. Bobby Lashley showed how powerful he was. It's kind of building Bobby Lashley up as that monster. Match lasted about 4 minutes. So this match was not long at all. Those first two matches were 15 and 14. So I went about 2 on this. I mean, I give it 2 star. I mean, it was there. There was a couple moments where you thought maybe Theory could do something, get away with the title, but no. Yeah, it wasn't happening. Next up, we had the no DQ tag match of the Mysterios versus Judgement Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, Dominik and Rey Mysterio. Rhea Ripley was at ringside. So, I was confused a little bit. It's a no disqualification match, but you have to make tags. What? So what happens if you don't tag? What happens if it's 2-on-1 the entire time? The referee can't disqualify because it's a no disqualification match, so it made no sense. They should have just made a tornado tag and said fuck it, which is almost was. It was just it was showing the Mysterios, the little engine that could, is really what this match was all about. Kind of what Mysterio's whole career has been. Kind of saying that he can go out there and fight off the biggest of giants, which he's done, and all that. So, I mean, it was an okay match. I ended up giving it 3 star. Mysterio's got the victory. But before the victory happened, we had another return. We had the Rated R superstar of Edge returning, coming out Brood / Rated R superstar, come out almost a modern day Brood entrance, with a badass red jacket on. It was pretty cool, the fire and everything coming out, distracting Judgment Day. So I think he's speared Priest, if I remember correctly. Again, I started watching this last night, finished it this morning. But he comes out there and kind of didn't help the Mysterios, but kind of helped the Mysterios. And then Mysterios get the victory on it. So I do look at a 6-man tag coming up between Mysterio's, Edge, and then Judgment Day. Rhea got involved a little bit, so we'll see where that goes. I could see them doing an intergender 6-person tag, maybe doing Mysterios and then some female, and then Priest and Balor and Rhea or something like that. I don't know how they would do that. So independent wrestling, hey, 6-person intergender tag is no big deal. Not in WWE it is. So, next up we had another match. It was fairly intriguing. Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin just go away, and he does nothing for me. He was broke ass Corbin, and then now he's bum ass Corbin, and then he won some money. Now he's happy Corbin, and then it's like, and they try to bring up, well, back in 2009 they were roommates for the Indianapolis Colts. Really? We've never talked about this before until now. All of a sudden, and they've both been around for a while. So it's like, what? And then having the Tennessee Titans in, there, it's like, and hearing freaking Corey Graves going, well, if Baron Corbin was on the O-line for the Titans, Derrick Henry would rush for 20,000 yards a year. Dude, what? That made no sense. But yeah, I mean, Pat McAfee, dude, is awesome. His NXT run with Adam Cole, I couldn't stand. But since he's been on the main roster, on commentary on Smackdown, and then doing stuff like this, holy shit, he's fucking awesome. There was a downside to having this show on an outside arena. There was humidity, so there's moisture in the ropes. So Pat McAfee, David, killed himself like 3 times. He had the sickest ass freaking move. He jumps on the top rope to do a suplex, and he fucking slipped. Luckily, he caught himself, was still able to do the move, but it's like, yeah, that took away from it right there. But yeah, this match was pretty good. Pat McAfee, he can wrestle anytime. I love it. 3 stars. I want to see I want to see Pat McAfee versus Logan Paul. That match would be a fucking barn burner. I know it would. All right, next up we had the SmackDown Raw Tag Team titles on the line. Special referee Jeff Jarrett. The Usos champion versus the Street Profits rematch. We all know the other match was just a barn burner as it was. I love the fact they bring the special referee in. And I love on SmackDown last night? It was Sunday, so the night before last, on Friday Night SmackDown, how the Usos super kick Jeff Jarrett. I was expecting Jeff Jarrett to fucking screw over the Usos. I'm sorry, but I was. Jeff Jarrett is known to screw people over. I love how they say, it's a busy weekend in Nashville for Jeff Jarrett. And that's all they fucking say. I'm like, because he's in a match with Ric Flair tomorrow night? What? You're not going to talk about this? Because Jim Truck... What? Come on now. I mean... Which some of the indie companies do that. They'll say, that big place in Stanford. And there's some places like WWE, They're like, yeah, this person wrestled WWE, this person did this person's done that. It's like, just fucking say it, We all know it. Just say it. Come on. But yeah, this match, holy shit, these guys got chemistry. The Usos and Street Profits. Jeff was calling it right down the middle. Everything. We had a surefire, but this is the winner, because we know what happened in the other matches. The Usos are your tag team champions still. You're the twos because we the ones, as they would say. But yeah, 4 1/4 star. This is good, if not better, than the other matches they had, Mania and stuff. But, so, so far, this card, we're going to say there's 2 matches left. I know I already went over the main event, but yeah, there's 2 matches left. The card's been really good so far. This has been okay. I can see, different booking styles here. I can see this good flow to it. Way fucking too many promo packages, but whatever. It wasn't a bad card. It was enjoyable. I was into it. I was good with it. Then we get the SmackDown Women's title match. Champion Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. Yeah. This match started out being a squash match. And it's like, okay, kind of expected that. Ronda's going to fucking kill Liv. I can live with that. I want to see a murder on Saturday night. That's fine. She started coming back. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's going to make a little comeback. She's a little face. Faces kind of do that. They get that little comeback, and then you're like, oh, we're going for the face. The face is going to win. The face is going to win. And then 4 minutes and 34 seconds into this match, Ronda's putting the armbar on for like the 14th time. Ronda puts the armbar on her, on Liv. Liv turns her over. Ronda's shoulders are down. You get the referee going 1, 2, 3. And at the same time, you have Liv Morgan, right when the ref goes 2, Liv starts going like this and tapping from the armbar, and the referee counts to 3, and Ronda let go of the armbar. The referee only saw the shoulders down because he was looking like this. One camera angle you saw, a different camera angle you legit saw the tap and the 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's like, holy shit, people. So we just overbooked the fuck out of this ending for Liv Morgan to retain. For what? To strip her of the title? For her to lose to Ronda Rousey? I mean, what do we do now? A submission match? I mean, where does this go? What is the next? Tell me what the fucking next part of this match is going to be. Evolution of this match. I give it 1.5 stars. It was 4 fucking minutes. You had 14 arm bars. You had like almost 0 Liv Morgan offense. Where do we go from here for this match? That's what I don't understand. What's next? Does next mean we get something else with these two? Or is Ronda done? I know... I don't know. I mean, Ronda attacked the referee. Ronda attacked Liv after the bell. Is she suspended until Mania? I mean, where do we go with this? That's what I don't understand. I'm confused here. So I can't wait to see on Friday Night Smackdown where the what's next is. But overall, people are saying online, it's the best show ever. It's the best WWE show ever. Vince is gone and Trump is just fucking God. Really? I mean, it was a good show. Yes, that's where it should be. It should be a good flowing show. Have really good matches. Keep people entertained. Not have people going on social media going, this shit fucking sucked. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? It's a good show. That's all you can ask for. Good matches, 3-4-star matches. That's all you can ask for. Keep it up. That's all I gotta say. Get rid of some of these fucking titles. You have way too many titles. We're not doing the brand split really anymore. Why have so many titles? But that's going to wrap up the WWE SummerSlam review. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Stay tuned for the Game Changer, the People vs. GCW. If you've never watched a GCW show, please do. It is one of the best independent wrestling companies in the world, in my opinion. Others as well. Thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.